Yeah,
Yes.
we're taking a trip on 2 airplanes for 14 and a half hours, and we're going to Japan. And this is Foxy's choice. Oh, I checked out for
A
a flight.
fantastic choice.
It's actually
Right.
shorter. So
Well, it depends on where your connection flight is coming from, hon. I checked it.
Most people have probably seen this in GIFs and etc. Like myself, I've never actually seen the full match.
Yes.
I feel humbled.
I'm looking forward to how awful it will be, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't see
I'm
how it's going to be good.
Very excited because I genuinely love this match.
Now, can somebody verify this for me? Because I think I read somewhere about this particular match that the inflatable wrestler is actually billed as an actual talent on their roster at the time.
numerous.
As in,
I've watched.
Yes, Yoshihiko
I'm nearly
is an
sure
Iron
he
Man
still
James.
is. I'm nearly sure he is actually still a member of the roster.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Jesus
They
Christ.
actually, actually, now that I think about it, they did actually release the portraits, and he was included in one of the. No, actually, that might have been last year's portraits, actually, but he is still included on the roster.
Okay, Japan, I fucking love you. Right, so let's hit this shit.
Yes. So this
Right.
is on Daily Motion. So the link is in the description. Come join us. You can watch this match along with us. So, Foxy, you're referee. You know the drill. Count us in.
Hold on,
Very quickly.
hold
the fuck up. I forgot to actually get it up. Because
Yeah.
Jonathan had been streaming them. I was expecting him to
So
stream them all.
professional.
Sorry.
So it's just really
Okay.
difficult.
I think I have. Why is it going so
Oh my
slow?
god! I think, yeah, that this was me yesterday.
Hold on, I have it.
Hold
Yeah,
was
I have
trying
it.
to
I have it. I
get
have it. I have it.
up.
Look at the length of time.
Half an hour of art.
It's actually
Jesus
not that long. It
Christ,
doesn't
lads.
feel like
Sorry,
that.
I just 29 fucking minutes. What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
Because every Japanese match has to be half an hour by law. You do get that, right?
Jesus Christ.
So
Sorry.
I do have a point to make about it, but like I'll do it when we're actually like watching it, because
Fair enough.
Yeah, let's hit this shit, lads. Let's get this. Come on, we gotta get this going.
Get a
We're
move
waiting
on.
for
Sorry,
Amy.
Daily Motion. Sorry, Daily Motion has to actually connect for other.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You good, Amy?
I am all good in this.
I'm staring at I'm staring at a still at the moment of them in the corner with this
Yeah.
thing, and I'm just thinking, right? They're
With
obviously
him.
young
With him.
boys. They're obviously young boys, and I'm just thinking one of them's got to be questioning his decision to be a wrestler at this stage.
Do you know what?
Like one of them
I
has to
doubt-
be like, what am I
highly
fucking
doubt
doing?
that, because you know why? I highly doubt. Do you know why? Because they know that they know. Do you know what? Everywhere is going to be fucking doing this. Everywhere in a couple of years' time are going to be doing this, and do you know what? Everywhere fucking does this.
Yeah.
What? And fights inflatable people?
Flights inflatables, yeah.
Right. So
I've never
we
seen
ready
that
to
on
go?
WWE.
And you never will.
Could
Because
be wrong.
WWE, no, because WWE are shit. I can't even link it to you.
WWE are shit because they don't have people wrestling inflatables. I would have
And
chosen
tits
a
don't
million
count.
other reasons.
Tits don't count. Inflatable boobs don't count. Right, Foxy, count us in.
1, 2, 3, ding.
That's really
Hey.
weird
Yeah.
that you did the count in like that.
You never told me you can count upwards, Foxy.
And now.
You're full of shit, man. One of them's wearing.
Yeah, check the guns. Oh,
I didn't.
what was that? That's a great sell from the ref.
It was a missile. It was
Yeah.
a missile.
So,
Also, we get Japanese commentating on this.
yeah, has his own entrance like confetti.
Yeah.
I wish I had seen the entrance. All right, I wish I had seen the entrance, but do you know
This
what?
is
29
going-
minutes is enough.
This is
So I'm kind of glad
is,
we don't have
right?
the entrances.
Here's the thing is though, you were literally going to see how talented a wrestler can be when they have to fight an inflatable
That's
doll.
exactly the point I was going to make is the
You
fact
were
that like,
going to see
it's almost
how
a
God
rite of passage. You
I
have to do it at
watched-
some point.
Okay, this is going back to the Sheldon Forden Twitch streaming, right? When they showed a few of the matches that they had, right? And I actually Mad Kirk had to do an inflatable match, and honest to God, I've actually respect the chap so much more seeing him go and doing that match.
This guy just refuses to give up his armor. It's ridiculous.
It's amazing. I mean,
Fucking
this
rope
ref is
warrior.
fucking going to town, like just making sure that this is going to be a fair fight. Like,
But
I love the way he looks like a shitty Hogan.
but not only that, like keep in mind who he's going against.
yes,
A young Kota Ibushi, who is known to be a person that does not give a fuck,
Mm.
but insanely talented.
Here's a question for you, lads, right? And this is a good one. If you wanted to pick one Irish wrestler to wrestle a doll, who would it be?
LJ
Be cool.
Cleary.
Cool.
I'd actually agree. Be cool. I think it'd be fucking. He'd make it funny.
And if it wasn't gonna be like Be Cool or LJ, Angel Cruz.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel Cruz would fucking. We actually would generally see him in the ring.
But then again, my third choice would be Martin Steers.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good. That's
from Rock Shandy.
yeah.
Lads, no, we've missed the best one ever. Michael May.
He'll do a surfboard stretch.
The promos alone. Like, how many people
I
can
am
say
going to
they lost a promo battle to an inflatable?
Win this match, and then we.
That's
switch
a
to
very
Michael May.
aggressive like collar elbow.
I was going to say, Jesus Christ, lighten up, lads. loosen that grapple.
Oh, so disrespectful.
Oh, he doesn't like that. You see it on his face. Oh,
Ibushi's hair is fucking glorious.
Yes.
mm.
That man is
Mind
glorious.
games. Great mind games. This is.
What's scary is like his transition from being a junior like there to what
Yeah.
he is now, a
Yeah.
fucking monster, like a tank.
Sorry,
Yeah.
why isn't he aging? Is Ibushi a vampire?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't work
Ooh.
on the same kind of like timeline that we do. Like, he doesn't exist in that normal
No, he-
timeline.
I have to admit, look, I'm happy to know then that he has found the fountain of youth. I just wish he'd share it. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's locked in.
That's in deep.
Oh, Jesus.
Careful now. Watch it.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
That's fantastic.
Lads, this is so
Drilled.
fucking hokey. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's
Oh.
amazing.
Drilled.
It's amazing, isn't it?
My
I love
fucking
this so
God.
So you were
Actually,
talking
the
about
one-
like gimmick
I
matches
watched
that
it.
turned out to be really good. This is the perfect example of this. Like a gimmick
We
that
did
shouldn't
not
fucking
think-
work.
But you
did
see,
not think
I'm
this
going to
team
reserve
should
my
at all.
opinion for a little bit, but I hope to be proven wrong. It's so ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. What the fuck is this?
But you know what? It's so ridiculous, but it's done so straight as well. Like this is like
He's got an arch on the headlock, for fuck's sake. This is truly one of the greatest wrestlers of our time. Look at him. Look, he's arching back on it. That's
Look,
insane.
they talk about Shawn Michaels being able to have a wrestling match with a broom.
Oh, come here.
Yeah,
Shawn Michaels could not have a wrestling match with an inflatable.
No, because you try to fuck it instead. At least if it's old Shawn Michaels. New Shawn Michaels would just convert it to gods.
yeah.
And he's dead.
Very aggressive. Oh, is he tapping? Is he tapping? Oh,
He's there.
oh, almost. The fucking referee just like, stop it. Stop it.
Get up. Sit
I
down.
would love to see Foxy trying to ref a match with a fucking flip. That would be fucking.
Well,
Hilarious.
I did something very close to that when I had two puppets wrestling. So, yeah.
I thought you were
Holy
gonna say,
shit, I
"He's
was
for a
there."
second."
I was fucking there. That was
Yeah.
fucking Phoenix.
Limerick. Yeah,
Hmm.
for Phoenix. Limerick
Uh,
City.
no way, I wasn't there. Was I there? No, I wasn't there. It was fucking Bedlam and Martina.
Oh, yeah,
Was it?
yeah. It was Kev.
Look, Dennis,
That's
watch.
No!
Oh shit! Boom!
Oh my god! I mean, the drop kick was beautiful.
Fed out for the fucking powder.
No, this is beautiful.
Oh,
Boom! No one catching him.
Oh, he did. The
He doesn't need to be caught.
inflatable com perfectly.
is this how we're going to like deal with like a ring crew shortage? We just have inflatables just like to catch everyone doing their dives.
Just
To
to
be
look
fair-
like a
to be
head in the
at
fucking
least-
crowd.
At least
Yes.
we fucking know that the inflatable will actually break someone's fall.
This is true. Thanks, Beta.
Oh well, fuck it.
There was 3 other women involved in that match, and not one of them were in the right position.
Nope.
I'm
He
like,
merged a perfect
we need to be
square
political.
around the
Nah, fuck it.
All you need is a Fran and you're
She's
sorted.
never gonna watch this for grand.
You just need a singular Fran and you'll be grand.
One Fran or 1.5 Jim Wests.
Yes.
Fran's a
It is-
legend anyway.
Yeah.
Who was that gobshite that got a fucking can smashed against his head? I mean, you don't want people like that on your ring crew.
You say smashed.
It was
Slowly
a slow
squeeze.
crush.
Gently crushed.
Gently crushed against my head.
You were you were technically caressed by a can of Monster.
I was purely a surface.
you are the
Yeah.
table.
Yes.
You were at the table.
I just point out, by the way, that this is like this is an absolutely fucking deep here. Like his legs are gone.
Oh, God,
There's
I'm
20
gonna let-
minutes left.
Shut up, Dennis. It's art.
This is literally the types of matches that you should be aiming for.
I hope you're
Oh,
ready to
Jesus
shit
Christ.
Because we don't know who's going to be left when wrestling comes back, so we actually might need to start recruiting inflatables.
Yeah. Bear in mind, of course, like you
Oh.
very well, like,
Oh.
oh yeah, I'm gonna wrestle Maxer tomorrow. No, you're wrestling an inflatable of Maxer tomorrow.
We drew on his hair. I'm very happy with it.
You'll fucking spend like 2 days drawing his abs alone.
No,
I'm gonna
that's
draw
what-
a glass. Hold on. I'm gonna draw a glass of red wine into it as well, so it just looks
Yeah.
like he's taking the piss out of the person he's in the ring with.
No, this is how
Actually,
we do
no,
it.
no, that won't be Maxer. That'll be what's his name?
Steve.
Steve
Carvel. Carvel.
Carvel. Yeah, I'll do the red. Yeah, he'll have the red wine.
What we do is, if we're going to do the inflatable gimmick, we'll have to do it like the airplane movie. Where
Ah,
like, oh my god, the referee's
come on,
down.
he's
Let's
under
have an
the
emergency
fucking rope.
inflatable referee.
Under the rope.
It would be a great way to kind of practice your holes and stuff. Would be a great way to do it on an inflatable.
Training dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's meant to be. It's a
All right,
killer
Dennis.
dummy. That's why it is.
Dennis, we don't have it in the budgets to get you all sex dolls, okay? I know that's what you're actually pushing for. but
Why?
we don't have it
I
in the
joined.
budget.
I joined Nerds R Us for the perks, and I was told that I would have.
The
You're
OnlyFans
so
has
wrong.
not taken off. The OnlyFans
wow.
has not taken off as much as we anticipated it to. Hence why I'm basic insting it every
Damn it.
few minutes.
Foxy,
seen your
would you
subscribers
start
yet?
showing more skin, please? Like, why is that T-shirt on under the dressing gown? You need to have nothing on under the dressing gown. We need to make money.
Just like the chest is like boom. Holy shit! I was like, meh, meh.
Oh, it actually hurt my. Okay, I think it'll put me back into spasm.
So how did you get that back
Like a
injury? Annie? I got my tits out. You got your tits out again, yeah. That's the third time you've done that, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I still think the best story of me getting my tits out was when I just really needed to go to pee outside the Tivoli and
I don't
to
think
be able
there's
to
any
use the
real
toilet before doors open. Legit
Yeah.
just showed my boobs. And then I
I've-
was
I've
told
done the
afterwards I
exact
was
same
going to
thing.
let you in anyway. Do you know what was the real kicker? Was like when the person came to open the door, he goes, I was going to let you in anyway to pee. I was like, well, 4 of you's got to see my boobs.
Bonus. Perks of the job.
That inflatable is not selling at all. What the fuck, like?
He can be very. Yeah, look at that. Like, he's just so. He's ripping
Jesus
Cody.
Christ, it's Sting and Seth all over again.
Yeah. Like, you really should check on the inflatable, like, you know. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, the
He has
guy
that
just let
fucking
himself down
spinal
now.
stenosis thing.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like, seeing this.
At this
sort of
point
stuff
now,
like
it
that,
is just like this is just irresponsible of the ref. I actually think that inflatable's dead. But he's still letting this match go on.
Like, it really just deflates your whole.
Like it didn't verbally say like I quit, so the match can continue.
Well, he's.
Oh, he'll never say that.
I mean, like
He'll never
I don't think he's conscious. He has legit left his body. He is now just floating above the ring, watching this unfold.
And now body experience.
Yeah. Oh, crowd's getting behind him now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once
going
he's
for
got
he's
going.
going for the bottom rope.
And fair play. He did now, because that deadline was indeed. Can we all just acknowledge the
Okay,
fact
I
inside?
legit want those cat headband. I want the cat ears headband.
It must be just a rule with all young guns, young boys, that one of them has to be a Neko.
I've been riding shotgun.
I'm not lying. I would actually love to referee one of these matches.
I think you should referee a match against two.
I honestly
pretend you're like you're in the ring with two unlimited again.
was was it at spring break or no? It might have actually been spring break when it was the Invisible Man versus the Invisible Man.
Yes,
That
was-
ref.
yeah.
Invisible
did
Man
some-
versus Invisible Stan.
Yeah, but Jesus, that ref put in a fucking Jesus Christ. like,
Bryce, yeah. He's with AEW.
that's what I want to see you do. Yeah, that's what I want to see you do.
Oh, great
Oh,
switch.
oh, look at that for a counter.
That was great counter. Like he nearly fucked a landing there, but he
think
still
he might
kept
have
the
injured
hold.
his leg.
Great.
No, I actually legit think he's injured the leg there. Like, he's
Could have.
not
I mean,
really
he was
able
in
to
that,
get a
he's in
good
that lock for a long
stance
time,
on
like, so it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Jesus, Ibushi is working his
Just-
fucking ass off.
Hey, now let's
Yeah,
give
what an
Killer
arse.
Doll some credit here now as well. Like I know he's been sandbagging a little bit, but he's still in this fight. Like, oh, great!
Oh!
What a shot from Killer Doll.
Like, come on, like, this
Oh,
just
shit.
fucking
Oh,
nerd.
shit.
Oh, he's hulking up.
Oh, he's going. Did that go into slow motion for everyone or just me?
Just you.
Went slow motion.
Oh, Jesus
did,
Christ,
yeah.
lads.
I love the fact that they've got the tape on.
Oh! Flippy shit!
Ah!
Oh! What a shot! What a jump that was!
I mean, unassisted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unassisted for Christ's
Yeah.
sakes. Like, that is athleticism at its
The
finest.
height, the pure
Dennis-
height.
The grace
I can
of it.
see Dennis die a little inside as he starts to enjoy this match.
He'll never be able to pull it off himself. That's why. He's just watching, like, just...
Look, Ibushi's calling stuff to him. Look him carry him.
Literally.
Oh,
You
oh,
have to,
oh, shit,
you
oh,
have
shit.
to, you have to, like, just give it to, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell. Oh,
This would be fucking brilliant to referee.
Just see, I
I'd be
fucking
in-
dare you to keep a straight face during that.
I wouldn't. I was about to say, like, I'd be in stitches laughing the whole way. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Canadian Destroyer.
We're going for it.
I'm betting on a Canadian Destroyer here.
Destroyers.
Oh, he's trying to
shit.
resist it. Trying to resist it.
resist.
Pile driver.
That's the pile driver.
It is going into slow motion each time, isn't it?
The weird and wacky
Tense.
world of Japan.
I fucking love
Yeah,
watching
we
Japanese
just add this into
wrestling.
the-
I'm not gonna
oh.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Honest to God, getting that subscription to DDT is I think is actually the best thing I've ever done during lockdown.
You were supposed to send us on like a couple matches, just like as a tester.
No. I sent you in the login details.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I sent the login details to the group chat, and neither one of you came back to me on it because it was the attack ones I told you to watch.
Can you stop shouting your upset
Because
dog?
we all had a laugh. Because you all had a fucking laugh over what my password was. Oh, Foxy's gone quiet now.
Because I can't remember.
Was it
That's
Kota
why.
Ibushi 69, 69, 69?
No, it was Chris Brooks 69-69.
Again, I wish.
Yeah, that's not true.
Oi!
Man. That's completely unfair now. Come on. We all know the
But,
password is stretch me, Chris, please.
Is what?
We all know the password is stretch me, Chris, please. PLZ.
Yes, that's actually my Netflix one.
Sorry.
Oh, that was embarrassing when I had to tell my brother that one to log in.
Jeez,
The
that was
Disney
beautiful.
Plus one is very X-rated.
He's so fucking athletic that it's sickening.
Isn't it?
What's scary is that you can still do all this stuff even with being a tank now.
Yeah.
That's what's even more sickening.
I was going to make a joke, but I was like, it's actually in really, really bad taste.
Sure, when's that stopped any of us?
The fact that it's going online, that will cause it.
Yeah, but it's also because it's like technically he's Japanese, so it wouldn't really make a lot of sense. But let's
We'll do
just say
behind the scenes. Save it for behind the scenes.
It references a tank.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
Well, a Hardy tank?
No.
I'll tell you later, Foxy.
We'll let you.
I
let
can't
you
just settle
I
down
can't
there.
even. I can't even type it in the chat. But like, what shape is a wrestling ring, Foxy?
Square.
Yeah. And how many tanks and squares would you say you've seen in history?
You have a
We'll explain afterwards.
I like at this point now 2 people have coughed what the joke is, and Foxy's like, I didn't do history.
Is this a Nazi joke? Is it? Hello?
No.
This thing on?
I make
Look
one
at that
Nazi
bridge.
joke a month. I make one Nazi joke a month, and I make sure it never makes it onto any of our
fuck,
VOD.
that's a suplex and a half.
Yep.
It's on a doll.
Shut up, Dennis.
Yeah, but
Even
that
if it's a
bridge,
doll,
though.
it's still a trained professional. Show some fucking respect, all right? So fucking disrespectful.
I'm just gonna say this now.
You
fucking
should be
Dennis,
more
you'd
respectful to your fucking peer.
Yeah,
Sure,
you
man.
should
This is
be
your
He's a
fucking
vet.
senpai.
He's a vet,
You
damn
would be
it.
lucky. You would be lucky to get a match with Killer Doll.
Fucking sure. I guarantee you.
Fucking
Killer
right,
Doll
because
will
I
book
give you get that
before you
sweet Japan money.
I
You
guarantee
actually
you,
get
Killer
paid
Doll
in
will book
rice.
before you are, Dennis. This disrespect is what we're seeing here, right? That's why you'll be jumping out the Killer Doll.
Jonathan, it's a work. I'm setting it up.
Oh yeah, you fucking
all
better
good.
be. Well,
Look at him backtracking. Look at him backtrack,
Yeah.
trying to get out.
hours.
he don't want none of this inflatable hands.
Killer Doll is fucking writing up his notes app as he speaks. He can sense you talking shit.
Oh
It has
my
special
god.
powers, those dolls.
I kind of want somebody to have a fucking Twitter account for the inflatable doll.
Oh shit.
We're
Oh
going up
shit.
top.
Oh,
The young boys getting involved.
Here we go.
oh, that is a beautiful view.
Here we go.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna go badly.
No.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
gonna-
He
Oh,
fell.
thank
Shit. No, he landed on his feet.
Yeah.
Why is
That,
he
like, no matter what way you cut it, that's fucking impressive.
Deadlift. Oh, the fucking strength.
Woo! That was really fucking cool. That was really fucking cool. That was really cool.
That's a fucking like
kick out?
SmackDown fucking finisher. Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Whoa.
Super.
Fucking hell.
How the fuck do you kick out of that?
oh.
Instinct. Just
Oh.
pure instinct.
Crucifix.
Oof.
Yeah. Obviously,
Oh.
you're behind, John.
I am, yeah, I'm trying to catch up. I'm fine.
What you at?
Well, yeah, we'll pause.
Oh, no, it's good. I'll just use the speed. It's fine. Carry on, lads.
Right on.
How can anything so cute be so dangerous?
You talking about Coda or the doll?
Both.
I actually don't even know.
A
what's-
little of column A, a little of column B.
I don't know, man. I mean, the Killer Dolls just showed his ass this entire match. Like, I'm kind of. Oh, he also takes a bitch slapping like a boss.
Oof. Oh. They're not fucking open fists, by the way, referee.
No,
They're closed fists. I'd be having
Jesus
words.
Christ, like.
Very inappropriate.
Ooh.
Oh,
And not only
that's
that,
interesting.
the sound off them as well.
Yeah. Alright, let's get the
Yeah,
snip
and
down,
like
lads.
you
Come
can
on.
actually hear.
Referee needs to step in here.
Oh.
Like, this is ridiculous.
T-Bone, is he? No. What's he gonna do? T-Bone. No.
He's fighting it. He's fighting it, whatever it is.
Ah.
Nice. There you have it.
Oh,
He's so fast. Fuck.
oh!
Let's
I
see
have
what
to check what time.
Oh my god, a real
Okay.
person doing a real move.
he's talking about.
This is bollocks.
That's horseshit.
That's absolute bollocks. That's bollocks. Oh,
As we
Doll
all
don't need the
know,
help,
the
man.
real
doll do not need
Coda's
the
real
help.
weakness is dolls. You can take pile drivers off humans, no problem. But if it's a doll, extra damage. He's super effective.
Shit.
Back
Shit.
him up here.
Oh,
Canadian Destroyer. Has to be
shit.
Canadian Destroyer. I'm calling it again.
Boom.
Has to be Canadian Destroyer.
Boom.
Yes, I knew it.
Boom.
Double Canadian.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Boom.
oh, he keeps going.
Boom.
Centrifugal force
Jesus.
in. My God. 8 Canadian destroyers.
Wah!
How could you kick?
How could you kick out of
Fuck
that?
modern wrestling.
Jesus Christ, it's just like watching an A fucking W match.
This is fast
20
forward.
Canadian Destroyers kick out.
Pick out one.
This is what you have to. I like to think that Joe has seen this match already, but I know for his pet peeve of Canadian destroyers, this showing.
Oh, I would love to watch this match with you.
He'd probably slag off everyone else who can work the same as all.
Just want to pet Joe's new puppy. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Joe's new puppy is unbelievably
Oh
cute.
my god, that is the most beautiful fucking thing I've
Oh
ever
shit.
seen.
That's
Oh, that's vicious.
that
Yep.
was way too fucking.
Oh, I absolutely adore the commentator. Oh, oh, oh.
Gary gave the last match commentators props for selling it, so I gotta give these guys props too.
Yeah, fair's fair. Like
It's Japanese fucker. Serious business, like.
absolutely.
How's he? I mean, both of them should be like half dead by now.
What's gonna happen here now? Are we going for a superplex or something else insane?
Ah, bastard.
I don't even know what that was. I don't even know what that
Sorry,
was.
My fucking stream paused it, so I missed.
Oh! Okay,
He
that
landed
was
right.
that was beautiful. That
Well
that
done.
was beautiful.
Perfect execution. Nice. Excellent. 5 stars, lads. 5 stars.
All right, Meltzer.
7 stars. 8.5 stars.
Out of spite,
Ah!
I'm gonna fuck you, Dennis. That's use that slander on me. Right then, so how do we rate a work of art, folks? Where do we start?
Look, I'm gonna start this off, right?
Right.
I know it was meant to be like the worst kind of match in a sense here. I'm giving that match a 10 because it is one of the greatest wrestling matches I ever get to see, and I adore watching so much.
Wait,
purely
shouldn't you be
because
shouldn't you be
how
saying
much-
no lower score?
No,
Because 10 would mean it's awful.
it's
Well, no, 'cause
it's
it-
awful to have the fact that you have someone that fucking talented wrestling an inflatable doll, but it's
Yeah.
also completely worth the fact of having someone that talented work an inflatable doll. You literally get
Yeah.
the best of both worlds on this type of match,
That's
right?
it.
And the reason being is because you have an absolutely ridiculous gimmick that is mainly okay. What I was saying, I've seen these types of matches before, and the only other time that I've had to see these matches is if someone didn't make it to a show and they have a quick fix. Fuck it, just throw him in with the inflatable, or someone is injured and they need to do a spot, but he's not cleared to do it, so we'll
Hang
use
on, the
the
dog was a robot
inflatable,
all along.
right? That's how. Right, so that's kind of like the way where I'm looking at it from. This type of thing is it's a gimmick that should not work because you actually have someone so bloody talented in the ring, whereas instead of giving him a wrestler to actually face to in a sense of, oh, you can prove yourself how good you are, this is the ultimate challenge to prove how good you truly are. That man did 8 Canadian swears on himself.
Yeah.
Come on. As gimmicks go, it's an atrocious gimmick, but as matches go, either way, they're both going to be tense. So I'm going to give it my highest marking on this because I do disagree with the gimmick in itself, because you actually can have an awful lot more talented people. Someone's losing a spawn just to put gimmick over. But for the match content itself, I can't give it a low score because it's such a good match because of who it's with. Killer Doll is a waste of talent.
Okay, I hated it. There's no denying Ibushi's talent in the ring, and how athletic the guy is, and the stuff he can do is unbelievable. Even now, it's just I'm saying the bad parts is just from the get-go. I can't. I'm somebody who needs to be in the moment with wrestling. I can't be. It's a fucking blow-up doll. What the fuck are you doing? But I'm not going to give it max points because, in my opinion, it wasn't as bad. Because as the
I love that King of the Road is still
King of the Road.
Dennis has ever seen.
Because Ibushi redeemed it for me in that he had a chance to show off his athleticism, his ability, and all that stuff. So I can't give it a full because that was a redeeming quality for that. I didn't have a redeeming quality for the other one.
Okay, that's fair.
So I can't give it the top one, being fair. But also, I can't say that it was better a match than the tag match. So I'm going to go 8. Because I gave the tag match a 7, I'm going to go 8 with that one.
Okay.
That's still a lot harder than I anticipated for you on this one.
No, I mean,
I'm
because I'm scoring high because I didn't like it, but I can't. Yeah, talent. You can't deny Kota Ibushi's talent.
Can't deny talent, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of that's what's
Jonathan.
favoring into my scoring as well, was the fact that in a sense, in anyone else's hands, this match would have been a dumpster fire as it was designed. But because it was Kota Ibushi, it somehow made it fucking work. He's one of the few people in the world that could actually wrestle a doll and make it fun, make it entertaining, and he did, for all intents and purposes. But in a weird way, it wasn't a train wreck. It was actually a really coherent match. It was just that it was between Kota Ibushi and a doll. So, and again, in this kind of weird reverse scoring we're doing, it kind of takes points off the match for doing that. So, because, like, in a sense, like, the only absurd thing about this was the fact it was a doll. That was pretty much it. With that in mind, the actual concept of having to wrestle a doll is daft enough to give me an 8 out of 10. So I'm gonna give it 8. I think that's a fair score for it. So I think that's where I'm going with it. So
That's fair. That's fair.
with that in mind, that
26?
means Foxy is now leading the best worst match table.
26?
28.
8 and 8.
Yeah, where am I going with
and
that?
8 is
Sorry.
16. 8 and 8 is 16, and 10 is 26.
Why do we keep doing that? Apologies. It is 26. Sorry, Foxy.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was
You're
going with
scientist.
But what's top at the moment?
that. The King of the Road is
27.
still literally King of the Road, yeah. So, with that in mind, we move on to our main event of the evening. Dennis, talk us through it.
How long is this on for?
2140.
Oh, 20 minutes.
So
You're going to make me
this,
sit through another fucking TNA.
yep.
Oh my
So
God, this is from the
we're heading to TNA, right? Now, again, I don't know if I misunderstood when we were kind of picking them, but I chose this on the quality of the gimmick as opposed to the match. So the match itself, the talent in it is fantastic, and they actually pull it off. It's not a bad match at the end of the day. The gimmick itself, though, is so convoluted and horrible. And any gimmick that needs a person to come out and explain the rules every time before they do the match to the audience at home and the audience in attendance is a bad idea. The boys don't understand the way it works. Nobody understands the way it works. I swear to God, somebody was on meth when they came up with this. It's the most convoluted mess of a match ever. It is the King of the Mountain. And the particular one I chose was Slammiversary 2007.
Indeed.
So
And
you're
that's
to
what
get
we're
to
gonna
count us in there. So let's see. Yeah, we're going to see if there is actually a redeeming quality about this. And if there isn't, then WCW have finally actually won something.
The Wonder Woman, yeah, no. They were
Okay.
82 weeks in charge.
Are we all set?
We are.
Yeah,
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
bollocks.
I love that half of this video is just TNA in 2007. It was like some sort of
That upsets me so fucking much. Is that Kurt Angle?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet Jesus.
this is Angle, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christian Cage, and
Chris Harris.
I want to say,
Fuck
is it Chris
off.
Harris or James Storm?
It's
I want to say Chris Harris.
Chris Harris.
Well, oh shit.
So the talent in here is fucking unreal. Jesus, Angle
Already.
being sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, already this match is a winner to me because it has Christian in it. I love Christian, and my biased opinion.
5% say, I don't know, mystery person.
Okay, so would any of you like me to explain
Yeah,
the
because I
premise
actually
of the
have
King of
no
the Match?
idea. Yeah.
It's a reverse
Okay.
ladder match.
So, well, no, it's a lot more complicated than that, right? So I'll go into it now, okay? All right. So the 5 competitors, they start out as ineligible to win. Okay, so in order to become eligible, you have to score a pinfall or submission. All right.
Right.
Now the opponent who submits or is pinned is then sent to a penalty box for 2 minutes. Okay. But a penalty box is a cage. Okay, and more than one wrestler can be in the cage. So that happens like with, if there's more than one wrestler in there, they'll start fighting each other and all that shit, right? And then once you're eligible, you can win the match by retrieving the belt that is hanging on a hook over the ring with a ladder match thing. All right. Now, so sorry, you have to hang the belt on the hook.
Yeah,
So an official outside the ring has the belt. You have to get it off of them, get inside, get the ladder up, and hook the belt onto the hook, and that's how you win. Now, it's not ending. It's not ending, right? Sorry, I'm wrong. That's not how you win. So you hook it on, okay?
Yeah.
Ennis, do you understand what's going on in the match?
I do. I'm actually going. Sorry, because I'm watching the match as well. So
It would be a hell
say
of a gambit to pitch a match.
you get.
Oh, did you see that?
You get the belt off of the ref who has it on the side. So once the belt is in play, any other wrestler who is also eligible can attempt to steal the belt off you and go and try and hang it as well. And once the belt has been dropped, no wrestler is attempting to hang it. A referee returns the belt to the official. Okay. So there you go.
Yes, it's like a 5-second cooldown. You must use the title, or else it goes back to its wrestling stock.
Exactly. And so you're right about the reverse ladder match thing, in that you do have to get the belt and then hang it up, but there's a whole bit before it that you have to be eligible, and then the penalty box, it's just a mess.
Yeah, they literally have just put all their points into the foreplay and not the actual fucking action.
This match is 100 miles an hour match. Fucking hell.
I don't.
You have to get shit in.
Going on.
I was laughing because did you see Samoa Joe on the outside just look literally have his hand on AJ's leg,
Yeah.
and then when he went to jump, just bye.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, bye.
It's weird seeing Styles with such short hair.
So there you go. So Chris Harris is now eligible.
So
And
has
Christian has to go to the penalty box.
Gotcha.
No, Christian doesn't.
AJ.
Oh, sorry,
AJ
AJ.
goes to
Sorry,
the
sorry,
penalty box.
AJ. Sorry,
You
yeah.
picked the match, and I'm now explaining it to you.
No, I just actually did. Their tights are very similar.
By the time we
Yeah,
get
and it's only
into the
because I
cage, the
saw
fucking
he
timer
did
be
that.
up.
Yeah,
The
I don't
timer
think
only
timers-
start when they get in it.
Yeah, should do.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Wow.
someone on
Oh
the-
my god.
That's the least of their fucking worries.
I'd like to think even the ref is keeping count of that, or they need to get prodded by someone to do it. Christ on a bike. No, please. Joe, please. Joe, please.
Joe and Kurt, classic.
Oh yeah.
I
Did
just
you watch-
remember Kurt Angle's debut.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the headbutt.
Boom.
Yeah.
Proper stitched him a loaf.
To be fair,
This
lads,
is going to be a really, really stupid question. And I just want clarity on this. Is Samoa Joe actually Samoan?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think he's a member of the big Samoan.
He's not in
I
the
know
That
YE
was
clan.
That actually was generally going to be my next question, because that's the only family I ever hear of in wrestling. So
Yeah.
anytime I hear the Samoan wrestler, I'm like, is it the same family?
No,
No.
he's not part of the same family.
I don't think he's actually in a family as such, is he?
No,
No.
he's
No.
the one and only.
Yeah.
Lads, the pace of this match, it just hasn't let up
I'm not going to lie, it's kind of giving me a bit of whiplash every time. I'm
Oh, I gotta do a double.
Right, so now
Damn.
AJ is now back out.
where he was not in that cage for 2 minutes.
No.
So wait, the
No.
ref had to go out and let him back out.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Sorry, hold on a second. There was a ref who put him into the cage.
Yeah,
who
I was
not
going to
the
say,
ref.
why didn't that other
So
ref
why
let
did
him
that
out?
ref fuck off?
Yeah, I don't know.
That is a legit reason, being oh, we don't want you to see a pin or a tap out, so you are the one that has to.
That's
get
what
out.
I was just thinking. Is it looked like Joe had him in a submission attempt, and
He
the ref
did
just
have him in a
left in the middle of it.
submission. He did, because Christian also had Kurt then in a submission
Yeah.
on it. So literally, it would have been two of them submitting.
oh God, this is going to be a big bump.
Oh, the crotch. Yeah, the crotch spot. For
Is
some
that what it
reason,
is?
for some reason he loved this shit.
Are you ahead of me, or am I? Sorry.
No, I remember this clip.
Oh!
Ow. Ow. Ow.
To be fair, Christian always used to wear the nappy anyway, so it's kind of It's probably why he
Do you
enjoyed it so
remember?
much.
Do
Oh
you
shit.
remember WrestleMania goes Hollywood, right?
Yes.
And they did the Basic Instinct one. And
Yeah.
it is Christian who is the one who asked the question, what about sadomastic activity?
Sadomasochism.
Like he's in, yeah, I can't say it, but he's definitely into that shit. No wonder he enjoys all the crotch shots.
The ball
I'm
was
Braden
Make sure I
Walker,
note that in
and I'm
the
gonna knock your
vocal
brains in.
notes.
We do.
the moment the career died.
Yeah. Styles clash.
Nope.
Nope.
I know Angle wasn't in a great place at this point, but fuck me, he was a machine at this point.
He was in a better place than he would be. He would get much fucking worse.
This is it, like, you were kind of catching him at his, like, at peak performance. It was just a decline from here, sadly.
Oh!
We also point out AJ Styles was fucking incredible. Is still incredible, let's be fair, but Christ, like, he's different.
I was gonna
level.
say he still fucking is. The man hasn't missed a beat.
It's surreal. Like, he's maybe hitting 50 now at this point, and not a fucking beat missed.
Well, he said this is the last contract now. He's finishing up his career in WWE. So
Yeah, to be fair, like,
Yeah,
might
he's
as well
like
catch
41 or something like that.
yeah, he said he's finishing up there, and they'll give him a nice backstage role anyway. He'll be sorted for life.
He'd be a cracking producer, actually. Cracking agent. at this point.
They'll either, I'll bet you, for somebody like him, they'll probably give him a choice. They'll either give him a backstage role or they'll set him up in one of the NXT centers as a trainer
Yeah.
or something, you know?
Because that's a hell of a talent not to waste.
Yeah.
With the years in the X division, like, you'd want him to be making matches.
Oh no, they'll offer him they'll give him a real nice spot.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that happening.
If he'll take it.
That's the thing. He may be one of these guys who has been sensible with his money and doesn't need it. You know.
No, I think by going by reports and interviews he's had, he comes across like someone who is, when he's done, that's it, he's done.
Yeah.
And he's come across that he's like, okay, I've done this long enough. Now it's time to actually be fair to my family.
Yeah, it's got to a point. He has 4 kids that are still at a relatively young enough age that they remember daddy's never been around.
Yeah.
I definitely see that, but I could also see him wanting to kind of be like, maybe not a full time, but like maybe a couple of times a month head down to Florida to Performance Center and give a few classes, you know, that kind of
that'd
thing.
be fine, yeah.
To be fair to
I
Styles as
can't
well,
see him
he
like
hasn't
walking
been-
away
he's
completely.
got back on as well, so like,
The move that fucked Tyson Kidd up.
This is honestly one of the safest moves I've ever seen, so I don't understand how.
I was just honestly, it was even Kidd said it himself. It was just one of those
Like
things.
again,
it just
like
got
his
caught.
neck was definitely gone at that point, and that was just
Oh
like
yeah, like
a
it.
straw on it.
He. I think you're right. I think it was a cumulative effect as opposed to an
Oh,
instant.
it definitely was.
I could see him coming back at some point, but we'll see. Apparently he's lucky to like be alive, let alone not paralyzed. Like apparently it was an ultra serious fucking injury. Like it should have fucking ended him,
Yeah.
which is scary as shit to think of. I will say for all these
If
guys,
you're
lads,
going to do a fucking ladder shot, don't do it where you can clearly see the hands covering it.
yeah. It's a ladder.
listen to how long the guy on the mic has to explain it. Christian is now eligible to go hang the belt, win the
It's
title,
literally,
and
but
then
like
he
this
can...
thing is, right? This is now the 3rd pinfall, which means he's done this 3 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he got the
Fuck you,
belt.
Dennis.
So now he has to hang it.
Fuck you. Right up your fucking shotgun pointing arse, you prick. This is shit.
The most annoying thing about this for me is that like my
But now if Joe gets this, is Joe eligible or is Joe not eligible?
No,
Joe
he
was
hasn't got
not
a pin or
eligible.
submit.
So
That's
he
why
can
he's
just
not in a pin.
Yeah, so he can't the belt will just get returned. Yeah, he
One.
So
can't
far,
hang it.
also as well,
Two.
the belt has not been returned since.
3,
It's about to get returned now.
4,
Wait, ref, what are you doing? The ref doesn't even
5,
know what he's doing.
6, 7,
Right? Each time
8,
that
9,
belt has been brought into the ring,
10.
it's been set up because there's another spot where someone is already qualified to go for the belt.
Yeah.
So
Now
It
he's
took-
giving it
So
back.
now it's
So-
gone.
So it
This
took
is
10
just like-
seconds before like it was brought out.
Like this match is literally just like one contrivance over another. It's literally
Yeah.
like someone like it's like
Yeah.
the Dan Brown of fucking wrestling matches.
What do you mean the only 3 at this point to be eligible? He's not though. Christian is eligible.
No, Harris is eligible
He
too.
was
Yeah.
the first one to get a pin.
No, but he literally said there's only one man eligible in this match.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
don't even know
No, there's not.
themselves.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everybody gets lost.
I think they're also pointing out the angle. I think they forgot that they thought that Christian was in the cage, whereas it's only Angle.
No,
is in there.
Angle's in the cage.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they're getting confused. They got the two of them were at it.
Are they trying to buy time now for Angle to come out?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you said there was a team of oldies in this.
Just AJ was mad over around this time.
This is such a daft premise though with the sin bin because like Angle would have 2 minutes to recover and he still has to sell things, right? He could literally like recover for 2 minutes and like shot out of that sin bin up the ladder and pick the title up.
This is also 2007 Kurt Angle, correct?
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. So he's legit injured then at this point anyway. There's
Yeah.
no
Oh, yeah.
selling involved for Kurt Angle. This is all legit.
Oh God, what's AJ gonna do?
Something fucking stupid.
Oh hi Joe.
Oh, AJ and Joe. Nice.
I do love as well that it's just a repainted telephone box.
Oh my God, actually, I remember this spot. Yeah.
That's actually quite an impressive shark cage. And it is kind of like the TARDIS though as well because it looks quite small,
Yeah.
but when you get up close to
It looks
it's
like it
actually
should
quite
have a
big on the inside.
nameplate, like a police up on the top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post office.
Oh, I need to pee, but I'm just going to bring the phone with me so I don't have to miss any of this shit stuff.
Alright then. At least you had decent to mute him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! AJ, you fucking.
That was a beautiful flip, I gotta say. He looked like he was out of control.
How on earth has he survived his entire career without some form of back injury?
Oh, his back is fucked.
Like,
His
shit
back
like
is
that.
fucked.
Jesus. The fact that he had the twist mid-air is the worst part of that.
Yeah.
It's
gets
more
so
like I get more impressed.
Ooh.
That was a big old front bump.
From a distance. That was my impression of a
That
flying
could have
wildcat.
gone so wrong.
Man,
like.
Harris could go. Like,
He just bottled it.
Yeah,
He bottled
but WWE didn't want to use him really. They just signed him.
to be fair as well, he wasn't the same when he signed with he wasn't in the same shape or anything when he signed with them.
Yeah, they were signing like peak Wildcat. What they got was not that.
Yeah, to just playing devil's advocate, like he was not in the same type of physical prime.
He was fucking like twice the size he is now. Well, Terry Funk, lads.
What was that, Christian? That was,
Oh no, Curtis is worse. He ducked it, then got up and
Yeah.
fucking got hit with it.
He's like, oh, good thing I saved it. Oh, good thing I dodged. Oh.
Like that business of like having to pin to be eligible just to go for the fucking belt.
It's dumb. Just have the reverse ladder spot. Don't have the pinfall eligible.
That's what I mean. Is you could have it as just a reverse ladder match.
Yeah.
You could do that. It's this whole.
It's like because they had to like.
I know I wasn't.
Are you enjoying the show?
I know I wasn't here for it, but I have to admit, so far, this was a 10. It has now gone down to a 9 for me for that table spot. That's the only redeeming quality so far I have in this match. AJ Styles going to the table.
Bonk.
Oh man, you knew he was just taking too long. It was too unsteady. Oh my God! He just screwed the ladder. Hit him like a baseball and just knocked out Wildcat.
They are all just killing each other in this match.
To be fair to the guys, like the pace has been right up there from the get-go.
Yeah. Non-stop.
To be fair with TNA, like they never really did like long matches as such, like never like any hour-long extravaganzas. They were always like really short, snappy 15-20 minute matches, and that's what was really great about it, was the fact that like they didn't have to take any like we'll say shortcuts, but they didn't.
They knew the attention span of their audience.
Yeah.
This isn't a given thing. Anything longer than 23 minutes, you start to lose your target audience. Unless it's something that has been built up significantly throughout the course of the year.
There's also as well, like they did have like a rake of like rosters they wanted to get on. So like they by design they kind of kept things quite slim and efficient anyway.
I think that's what's impressed me the most. I've said it a couple of times, but just the ability to go at the speed they're going with everything. From there was no build up, it literally went in 100 miles an hour from the get-go. It's just so impressive to me.
How fucking high is that hoop?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it actually looks like it's been taken up a bit higher. Like this,
It's
whoever's
the boss
going to win
man.
the match,
Because like
you know who's going to win the match when you notice how much lower that thing has gone.
Yeah.
There we go.
I love all that like
So now
so
now he takes it off again to say, "Yay, I won." It's like,
that's a good scene. That's a good yeah, he's facing the wrong camera, but still like
Well, Kurt, you should be used to where the hard cam is. See, this is the problem with 6 sides to a ring.
yeah.
I'd say that's the problem with fucking having 90 Percocets a day.
90 to me.
No camera permanent.
120.
That's the one problem. There's one issue with it. That you have a urine sample that looks more like vinegar, but apart from that, it's fine.
Should it burn when I pee? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's whatever. Take it from an expert.
He's just ticked off, and now he's in the ring looking at Kurt Angle on eye. It was Joe's night. He felt it the whole time.
It was Joe's night. Joe wasn't even fucking eligible.
He wasn't.
He never qualified.
Yeah.
No.
Never got a pinfall.
He wasn't even figured in till at least like another 3 years.
Yeah, like with the story of the match, that makes no sense. It should be Wildcat doing this because Wildcat took the spear to Christian and left Angle open. So it should be like, here, look, I saved you from that.
Heel Angle.
Fuck you, Joe. Wow.
I'm gonna somebody clip that. Somebody clip it and tweet it to Cabray.
Yes, let's stitch Foxy up. Finally.
It was on our list, Jonathan. It was on our list.
Right.
True.
There we go.
Well then,
So
that was quite something.
finally,
Do you know in a weird way, the lads kind of like wrestled around the stipulation as opposed to actually wrestled by it, if that makes sense.
yeah, they weren't constricted by
Yeah.
it. Like they weren't hindered too much. But yeah, like the premise for it is fucking atrocious.
I
You
did
definitely-
go again where I went wrong. I went with the best version of that match. I probably should have gone with the worst version of that match, but I
No.
went with the kind of
No,
Yeah,
No,
like
I've
to be
vetoed the
honest,
shit
like
out of
that's
that
the
right
best.
now.
Yeah, that's the best way to actually showcase it because you have a very like the match is full of very talented people and they are wrestling at a fucking ungodly pace throughout the entire match. Like it is, pardon the pun, like total non-stop action, and it's but yeah, it's very
How many of these
convoluted.
matches has there been?
how many King of the Mountain?
Only a handful.
I'll check.
I want to say 6.
Right. Okay. So there's been multiple.
Yes.
And I
And
think
we
they
know there's
came
been
on the rules
multiple.
since then.
We know there's been multiple of Foxy's ones as well, because he is actually an active member of a fucking wrestling roster.
Yes.
And there's been a few electrified steel cage matches.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's only one king of the road.
Right. So the originality of how bad that idea is what's kind of giving it immunity here, is what you're trying to get at there.
No, this is the thing I'm actually kind of thinking now of it, because it's something that is like the
There's
best
been
worst
12.
gimmick.
There's been 12 King of the Mountain
12?
matches. Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Only multiple away off.
With the latest one, the last one was in 2016.
Yeah, because they brought it back, didn't they? For
I can tell you that if there was a gap between them, 1 second.
brought it back and somebody
So there was-
really prominent one. Who was it?
Yeah. So there was a gap from 2009 until 2015.
Damn, that's a long gap.
It
Yeah.
did. I mean, I can't remember who won it.
I have them here. Which one are you looking for?
The one for 2016. I can't remember who won it.
The last one. That was in it
Low-key.
was
James Storm.
Sabin.
the last one. It was Bram won it.
Oh, that prick. Yeah.
He beat Eli Drake, Andrew Everett, Jesse Goddard, and Robbie E. So
Yes, that's why
it had been relegated. It had been relegated from being a top heavyweight title to the TNA King of the Mountain Championship.
So right.
It had gone from being, and in fact, the year before had Jesus. Listen to this lineup. The year before, or no, the same year in 2016 as well. A few months before, for the TNA King of the Mountain Championship, Eric Young beat Will Ospreay, Big Damo, Bram, and Jimmy Havoc.
Jesus.
Oh,
It's
when
an
they were going through their
OTT
British
match, for God's
invasion.
sake.
kind of
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They're hitting the British market. They were.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But,
let's give us lads on the King of the Mountain match 2007. I would like to go first, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
Kind of like the same issue with like the other kind of matches we have. The kind of the quality of the wrestlers kind of like saved the stipulation in a sense. It's overcooked stipulation wise, but you wouldn't have known it from the match if that checks out. If it was just the case that the 3 bullet points is like the score pinfall and you can hang the belt up, you get sin binned and you hang the trophy up. That's it. There's your 3 rules. And they kind of try their utmost to try and keep neurotically telling you that over the match. Whereas you could just strip it back and have the 1 rule and everything is fine. In a sense, because they just worked at such a fast, like a sudden pace, you didn't really think of the rules at that point. I would have been fascinated to see what it was like live, because as someone in the audience trying to keep track of the pinfalls and stuff like that would have been fun. But then again, only 3 people were pinned, so it really didn't matter. So I'm going to give this a 7, because again, it's a really like overcooked, overcomplicated stipulation saved by really good talent, and somewhat like making the referee in a difficult position deliberately so that he doesn't
So Samoa Joe doesn't get his double pinfall. That's basically what it was. Yeah.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
I mean, like they had there was a story going into it. They knew what they wanted to set up going after the match though as well. Like that's the thing.
It's like they kind of work
So, like-
backwards. They knew they wanted Angle to win. So like, okay, how do we work back from there? And they reverse engineered the match then from that. which is probably the best
Like-
way of doing it. But then just don't have a stipulation so complicated.
See, here's the thing is now, watching that match, you don't really remember what the stipulation is. Like, it doesn't take you out of the match at all. At no point of this does it actually take you, like, does this, like, and I think it is kind of what Foxy was kind of saying. It's because of the caliber that you have in the match. It actually doesn't really matter about the stipulation. You're not thinking about it. It's not on the front of your mind. You're not overthinking
Yeah, you're
it at
actually
all.
focused
You're
on the
literally
action that's going
You're
on.
focused on the actual match. I'd give that a 6.
Yeah, like because the caliber of the wrestlers that are in it, like I was more focused on what they were doing rather than the actual premise, like the
gimmick.
stipulation of the match. I hated the fact that it was so fucking complicated. If someone's pinned or submit, the counter shouldn't start until they're in the cage.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
But it's
Because,
also as well that I'm
and-
assuming that was a main event, yeah?
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Well
I
done.
would assume then this is probably to make sure that the show doesn't run over. Because
I'd say
so yeah, so that would explain then why they're starting it straight off the bat then.
Mm.
Because it's happened a fair few times for TNA and AEW as well. And I would imagine WCW had it as well. Anytime their shows went over, whatever.
WCW lost
cable-
the whole fucking pay-per-view because
That's what I mean.
a
like,
main event of a pay-per-view.
I mean,
because
that's what I mean. Is like the networks don't give a shit. They're going to cut it when they want to,
They'll cut
when
you,
it's
yeah.
done, like sort of thing. So I can understand like maybe that being a reasoning for. I mean, that was only a 20-minute match.
Yeah.
Like for a main event with that many people in it, you probably like realistically. I mean, that probably could have been a longer match because it was non-stop. I mean, there was constantly something happening in it, but it wasn't happening in a sense where you were missing spots either.
Yeah.
in fact,
You
the pace
saw
was probably down to their time restrictions. They were probably
Yeah.
going in intense with that mindset
They
that
just,
we only
like,
have
they just
20
took the
minutes.
first
Let's
chapter and
fucking
went
go.
straight into it. Like,
Yeah. We don't have time to do rest holds. We don't have time to build into our psychology. We got to just go.
The thing about it is though, like that's like, granted not for me, but like for fans that are in attendance, like their excitement never once dwindles within the match that they're watching, which realistically speak, like in the sense of there for like, granted it's a shit gimmick, but the match itself isn't a shit match. You can actually work.
100%.
Yeah, you can work
Yeah.
completely within this gimmick. It's overcomplicated just for the sake of it. But
That's
I
it, yeah.
don't think I wouldn't call it a bad gimmick though.
I think I'd give it a 6.
I think that's fair.
It's a kind of thing where like it's once it's stripped back, it would work. But it's just the fact that like there's arbitrary rules just set in to make it sound more interesting. It's like if the Money in the Bank match is said like, well, first of all, you have to complete this obstacle course before you go up the ladder. It's like
I'd find that a lot more entertaining than just a normal ladder match though. Like
yeah.
the most recent one, the pandemic fucking lockdown one when they were
Yeah, where we're
hour.
going around the building. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was actually brilliant.
Look, I actually enjoyed that because
They
I
just have
enjoyed
fun.
all the cinematic stuff that's happened so far during the pandemic, just because I think it was a great way of dealing with what the hand you'd been dealt. I thought it was great. I gotta say though, I am a sucker for a classic ladder match. I am a sucker for just a straight up ladder match. I love a good old fashioned ladder match.
Oh no,
In
I
fact,
agree.
I love the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's one of my favorite events.
No, I agree that it is great, but it's also like in a sense when you can do something slightly different, go for it.
Yeah.
Like if you can have a bunch of wrestlers running around the head office and like just acting the bollocks and just like being stupid, and even like that's a pre-recorded thing, right? That's what makes it even better in a sense. This was pre-recorded and you have moments of that where they're literally just corpsing during their match and during their moments. And like we could edit this out. We're not going to though.
Yeah, because everyone's in on the
Because
joke.
it works so much better. Like we know that it's absolutely a complete and utter clusterfuck, but like it's like we're all in on this joke. But this is purely where sports entertainment came into it, because yes, they are still having a wrestling match, but it's highly entertaining.
But I do think on that note, and the point you're making, for this particular match, I don't think that convoluted stuff added on to the reverse ladder match thing added anything, whereas the stuff you were talking about did add.
Yeah, but like as I was watching that TNA one, like it's a sense is like it's one of those things, it's not a hard match to follow. The rules of that match
Mm.
are not difficult to follow at all. The only thing that I would take about is like, right,
The execution.
it's not even that. That was a solid match, like
No,
technically.
like the
It's
match, but
actually
like the execution of the rules, like
The pacing,
Like
it has to go include the pacing of the match, because in theory, if you had those cases where like, well, you had to be eligible to climb the ladder first.
I think
then-
I'm missing
Oh.
I'm missing something here completely that you were watching, because I actually don't see an issue with this as a gimmick
I
at
think
all.
it's okay. I think it's fine as well. But like,
No, but
it's always
rules
a case-
wise, no, even with the rules, even with the fact you have to pin someone before you qualify, I don't see an
oh
issue
no,
with this.
I've no issue with that at all. Like my only issue really was if you're gonna do that and have them in a cage, then
Oh,
fucking,
okay. So me and you then have the same issue. Then it's just don't start the timer.
don't start the timer until they're in the cage.
I would have
And
them-
if you're planning on having multiple people in the fucking cage at the same time,
Did they have
then
that?
no.
Yeah,
No,
in
couldn't.
other ones.
Yeah, no. In other ones they did.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
but
in
that
other
one, okay.
ones,
That
but-
one they didn't. Okay.
That's what I said. I picked the one that was best, as in best reviewed, etc. Quality wise, and with the competitors in mind. I didn't go with any of the weaker ones, which were the later ones, which were a bit of a different story. But again, I would kind of focusing on the gimmick as opposed to it,
Hmm.
So
the
what
quality.
score we give
The
it?
score overall
Yes.
is 19, 6, 6, and 7, which means that the winner of the best worst gimmick, and still by all accounts of the roads, is the king of the road match. So
Hell
Amy-
yeah. A deserving winner. A
That's
deserving winner.
honest to God, that's the shittest fucking gimmick. That is, on God, the shittest fucking
Yeah.
It was literally a
I
one and
gimmick.
can't
done.
disagree.
Like, honest to God. Like,
I
again,
can't disagree.
lads, it was only one. I'm saying this to the audience, not the 3 people in the chat with me, because I've already
Okay.
hit home with them.
Yeah.
The only one of its kind, and your 2 competitors were fucking fired afterwards. Granted, because they cut themselves on hay. But hey, like, it's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The
It's
money
also
that they
There's not a
pissed
single
away,
redeeming quality.
the money that they pissed away on that match with helicopter shots.
And I felt bad for the guys, because they're very capable workers. Very
That
capable
is
workers.
legit. That is
And
honest to God.
you
They
took
were
away their ability to do anything.
I guarantee it. They had no intentions of keeping the 2 of those lads on, and they
Oh, probably
shoved their
not.
back. They shoved their backs against wall, because at no point do you see them blading on live TV. You only see the afterwards of it happening. So that's a piss poor way of firing someone by saying, because WWE had that rule. You were
Yeah.
not allowed blade on live TV. You had to do it the hard way if you were going to use blood. You were not allowed to do it. And Bret Hart bladed himself at a pay-per-view, but because it wasn't caught on camera, they couldn't do shit to him because of it. WCW pulled that rule over, but they used it as a legitimate excuse because they didn't want those 2 lads. They gave him a shit gimmick that wasn't going to work. They upped it up themselves to make sure that people were like maybe going to be into it. It wasn't shown on your actual pay-per-view. Only your live audience did not see that match, and that was proven by the end of that match. So you literally set them up to fail purely because you could use it as an excuse to get rid of them. So
Yep.
fuck WCW.
Yeah, I get to echo. I mean, Barry Darso and Dustin Rhodes, their careers speak for themselves. They've had fantastic careers, different careers. They're both very capable workers, and that match just made it impossible for them to do anything. They literally could do nothing. It wasn't a wrestling match. It wasn't a wrestling match because it couldn't be.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. Nevertheless, lads, that is our latest round of the Watch Graps done. Dennis, thank you very much for joining us. Always a pleasure. We'll have to make a habit of this now because you're part of the team. So we'll not be the last time we'll see you on Watch Graps, or indeed any of the shows we do here on the channel now.
Me and Dennis are going to do a tag in, tag out now type situation.
I'm going to
I
bring
like
my big brother next time.
Yes, do so. Yes, kayfabe.
I hate that
Big
prick.
brother? Sure. Maybe. So, nevertheless, lads, thank you very much for watching this Watch Graps episode. I believe it's a 2-parter. I can't be wrong. Depends on how the edit goes.
I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. It's just like, whoop.
Not like it's very. I'm trying to do an outro here. I'm trying to be professional, and here you are, fucking legs a kid. Please, God, woman. You have any fucking shame at all? Actually, no, don't answer that. Never mind. Anyway, lads, thank you very much for watching. Jesus.
It could have been a lot worse. You could have heard like.
Thank you very much for joining Nerds Are Us.
No,
We hope to
what-
see
what-
you again
what-
very soon.
No,
Yes.
do you know what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit in a little moth flying out between those two legs.
Yes.
Right.
You do that, I'll sue.
For defamation, for telling the truth.
I work with a number of solicitors, mate. I'll sue you.
Oh, don't
Ah,
give me-
It'll literally be that scene in Scary Movie. Just
The
like
bat.
a fucking bat.
No.
And then an afro.
Yeah, no, definitely don't do that. That actually might get us banned.
Yeah.
How very 70s of you.
Going in with the hedge trimmings.
Anyway.
I think I'll just stop it here.